Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor, absolutely no one. Feel bad and give us money. Anyhow, moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about a show that's been out for a few seasons and whatnot. Of course, there's even another season on the horizon and whatnot that we're aware of. But of course, we are talking about the one and only Manifest. So, Manifest, what can be said about this one? Well, for all ones of you that have been talking about, this one with us at dinner, hi mom, it's definitely a show that is grounded and kind of, created in a universe that makes for a stellar premise for a show, a series, a movie, anything like that. Definitely some greatness and the underlying kind of, setup for everything that goes on in this world and everything like that. Now, if you want to break it down by season, of course, season one, man, that's going to be kind of the bread and butter, man, of this one because it opens everything up. It introduces you to the characters, kind of gets the, kind of whole, show going and the different story arcs that it has, branching and things of that nature. And it really kind of takes the concept, man, of all these folks returning, man, on a airplane that went missing and such, and really does some great stuff with it as it kind of spreads apart and does what it does, with different story arcs and things of that nature, introducing characters and events and all this, that, the other. Definitely some good little science fiction aspects to it or whatever. Couple little skin crawlies and such that it can give you and whatnot as far as the different things going on, and it makes for a fairly decent watch. Not the greatest watch, but a fairly decent watch. Of course, you can then nitpick the dialogue has some issues in different areas. The acting has a lot of issues in different areas. Character development suffers, especially as the show goes on and things of that nature. There's definitely some problems, but the premise of the show is enough to keep you kind of engaged in watching it and such, at least throughout the entire first season, without it being an issue. Now, when you jump into the second season, it starts to wane a little bit, but the underlying premise and everything of the show is still there, so it still has a fairly sturdy foundation to rely upon in order to get, the episodes out and things of that nature. But you run into a little bit of issues now because now they go ahead and they introduce some new characters and things of that nature, which isn't necessarily a horrible thing on its own. But they start losing track of the original kind of concept of the show. So as the story arcs progress and things of that nature, everything that was kind of true becomes kind of shadowy, clouded, and whatnot. And it's mostly kind of true, but then also this stuff that's happening over here is true. So therefore, because this is true, it kind of shapes and forms what the original thing was doing as far as providing truth to the universe and things of that nature. So they start kind of waning a little bit and going in different directions while still trying to pull from the center idea. It's just things get presented differently, man. People's callings, as without divulging or giving away the show too much and such, start becoming a little different, man. At first it's voices and sounds, and then it's sights and visions, and then later on, man, it becomes even way more far-fetched and stuff as far as like actual like living through things that aren't there and stuff. So like visions on meth or speed, or I don't know, we don't know, we're guessing visions on meth or speed or however that works. Yeah, it just starts getting a little crazier. So season two, man, the introduction of different characters, the changing of how stuff works in the show, and the development of how things will work in the show in the future kind of take place. They add to it. It's more of the kind of same. You can get through it. Now, season three, man, kind of sets the stage for some ludicrous and ridiculous, kind of character habits and traits and things of that nature, as far as, what's going on and what doesn't go on in the show. You might see someone do that a lot too, but that's beside the point. That's season 1 and season 2 too. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's just how it goes. Season 3, man, definitely they start losing sight even more of the original kind of concept and such as people's callings and experiences kind of get different and kind of just get more intense and more ridiculous as far as what they do, who has them, how it's connected. Of course, the big thing on the show is it's all connected. Man, you got folks that have survived their death dates without giving too much away, that all of a sudden have other abilities and stuff now. I mean, there's just they're losing sight of what at its core makes it a very good series and franchise and universe that's been developed. But as they add on more and tack on more, it's becoming a kind of globby mess and such. So hopefully on this next season, they're able to kind of rein it back in and kind of, get a laser focus on, what makes the show good on its own and its concept and everything like that. And they can kind of get rid of some of the external just crap that they've been kind of piling, up and in the way, and just wasting episodes on just like sheer stupidness and whatnot. I.e., without giving too much stuff away, there's, this might be season 2 or it could be season 3. Who cares? It doesn't matter. A guy who has animus towards another individual, and they will stop at nothing to put an end to this other person and such. And then when they get the chance to, and they throw him off of a cliff, instead of making sure that, the job's done or, anything like that, just fucking leave and go. Oh, and it turns out that cliff was, I don't know, it's like a 20-foot drop. So everyone's okay. There's some bad writing, some bad choices and things that go on. They need to kind of laser focus on what makes the show good and kind of go back to its roots and whatnot if they hope to have any kind of, ongoing continuation of what the show offers. Because inherently, there is some good underlying kind of qualities and, aspects to the show that you could enjoy watching and actually get through watching. But there are a lot of struggle episodes, and if the show doesn't turn it around, then it's almost borderline not worth watching and such, because the stuff that they're doing that isn't as good really isn't as good as the stuff that is, to make it worth watching or continuing and stuff like that. They keep dropping seasons and they keep getting progressively worse, as Manifest has from season 1 to 2 to 3, then eventually, they're just gonna alienate the folks that have stuck with it, which, in essence, the only reason we watch season 3 is because we watched season 2, and we watched season 2 because we watched season 1, because season 1 was, decent in a lot of regards, even though it suffered from a little bit of the, kind of character development and dialogue and, things of that nature. There was enough setting stuff up in the stage to make it, kind of progressive thing. But if they keep going in the track that they're going and expanding and adding just crap, it's going to push away, folks and viewers like ourselves, unless our mom puts it on for dinner and we watch that for dinner. So there you go. Manifest overall kind of review. What can be said about you? You get a good old-fashioned M for Manifest, or make it better, or make it less crappy, or make it better mainly, or money. Give us money. Just do that. Give us money. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.